If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I'm not the biggest fan of Aphmau. Okay, I'm not a big fan now, but I was back in the day. I started watching Aphmau when I was maybe like 10 years old, and for reference, I was also big into Fnaf and Markiplier at the time. So Aphmau was literally me. Oh my gosh, you literally me. I became obsessed with Mystreet mostly because MCD, Minecraft Diaries, was not as comedic as Mystreet, and I started with Mystreet instead of MCD. I ended up watching it later though. All that to say, the characters are what drove these series because it definitely wasn't the writing.
What do you even do for a living?
Well, uh, it's a night job, and I really don't want to talk about it because I don't want word to get around to Garth and Lawrence.
Even though these characters are iconic and lovable, they have their downsides in terms of design. They aren't necessarily bad, just questionable at times. Aaron looks like the entirety of League's male selection, and the majority of Mystreet and Kwai-chan is just a walking trope. It's even in her name. I get that Aphmau is big in anime, but there was a whole game undergoing the same issue because of things like this. So I thought since Yandere Simulator and other popular pieces are getting redesigns, why not Mystreet? But before we get into that, welcome back to the channel, Dex Club, and an even bigger welcome to the newcomers. For our new viewers, if you want to join the Dex Club, say yes. All you have to do is subscribe and ring the bell. Or you can hold off on that for now and consider joining my Patreon. Becoming a patron for the channel costs as little as $1 for all sorts of perks including voting on content, early access, and everyone's favorite, stickers! Until then, leave a like and a comment and share this video. It would mean the world to me. And now, enough of that. Let's really get into the video. Obviously, it's hard to redesign a Minecraft skin, but thanks to many different fan art pieces that exist in and outside of the series, we can get a basic understanding of what these characters are meant to look like. And when redesigning these, I wanted to keep it simple and realistic. The characters are all in their 20s after all, so they aren't going to look like a walking Pinterest board. I also wanted to keep characters grouped based on their canon relationships or frequent partner, to make them seem more organized rather than just picking at random. And of course, we have to start with the main girly herself, Aphmau. To be completely honest, I think I could have done better with this one, but I'm not a fan of Aphmau as a character. She's too main character for my taste, and I find her just kind of annoying. She does the baby voice and attitude way too much, and it just kind of like nails on a chalkboard for me. Either way, the first thing that had to go was this orange skin. So I desaturated that and made a real skin tone out of this orange color and based the shade off of Jess's real life skin tone. And later on in the series, her skin tone of the character, the skin, the Minecraft skin, the color changes. It becomes more realistically brown as time goes on. Next, I changed up her facial features a bit to give her that more short and circular face shape and accompanying features, and I changed her hair just a little to make it a bit more modern looking compared to the original skin design. Then of course, there's the clothes, the crime of all crimes. This sweater is not it, and what is actually going on with these shoes? Are they tucked in skinny jeans, or are these shorts and just really tall shoes? I genuinely cannot defend this design, and I think the official fan art couldn't as well, because Aph is never shown from the hips down unless it's the convention art where Aphmau is in the galaxy shirt and black shorts. So I changed the entire thing, but I kept it close enough to make it to the original as possible. I found this cute outfit of a lavender turtleneck and high-waisted jeans and basically just drew that, but I added gold jewelry and a belt and I took away the turtleneck. And I also added this little keychain thing. Don't ask what it is because I don't know. I just drew it. And then I kept the same general idea of the original shoes, but I just made them high-top Converse with the same purple from the shirt and some white. It's a very simple design, but I think it works and looks a lot better than the original off-the-shoulder sweater thing. I felt the simple shirt and pants fit her style, and I don't think her clothing style needed to really change. It just needed an update because the original is very, very clearly early 2000s Minecraft. So that is my Aphmau. I think her outfit could be drawn better, but I really like the design I came up with. Next on my roster is her hubby and our king, Aaron. Now, as a character, this man is so amazing. He would treat me right, but that's besides the point. This design is atrocious. Tell me you are the main bachelor without telling me you are the main bachelor. Like, this is trying way too hard. What is this mask? Why is he flashing all of us? For someone who is quiet and reserved, he sure does like to have it all out for everyone to see. Yeah, so this all had to go. That's not what I meant. Aaron is a gym bro, but he's one of the nice ones who would unironically open a door for his queen, so that tells us all we need to know about his design. His clothes need to reflect some of his personality, and working out is not a personality trait, it's a lifestyle. So I gave him the typical clothes that I see most gym guys wearing. That's right, you guessed it, a t-shirt and pants. Oh, wow! Okay, hear me out. I didn't want to give him a zip-up jacket because he likes to show off his muscles. So to be more normal and to do that, he has to wear something like a slim-fitting dry-fit shirt. See, now it's making sense. I am an intellectual. So we have this shirt, but he still needs pants and shoes. So for pants, I gave him those like cargo pants with the bits at the ankles, so I had an excuse to draw a belt. Now the shoes. Honestly, I'm not really sure what these are, but I could have sworn I saw them on Pinterest, or I was just being lazy and I didn't want to draw shoelaces. So we just kept the black shoes with literally no extra details. Then of course we had to add a horribly drawn chain necklace and 2 strings that are supposed to be those belt chains, which again I guess I didn't feel like drawing. Let me be so honest, I hate drawing chains with every fiber of my body. Maybe someday I'll like to draw chains, but for now, it's just implied, and that's fine, you get the idea. Regardless of my lacking effort for the clothes, I rendered this man's torso like an absolute Chad, and I added scars because I feel like he would just have scars from maybe working outside or something like that. I also gave him stubble. Aaron has stubble. I will not argue this out, this is a fact. But I couldn't just give him stubble and thick eyebrows, I also had to give him arm hair. And I know I ripped on this Aphmau skin for having orange skin, and this design looks a little orange-brown. I was trying to go for a tanned olive tone, and then my overlay for lighting totally goofed it, but it's not that weird saturated orange, so I think it's all fine. Now that my simple Aaron design is complete, let's slap these two side by side. I really think they look great. I will probably do future art of these designs because I actually do like them and I need to get myself to redraw previously done art. So this would be a perfect way to get started on all that. Anyways, I think I did a solid job even if they are simple and lackluster in some areas. I will be doing more Mystreet redesigns in the future, so please leave your character suggestions in the comments because I would be more than happy to draw these guys how I envision them. In the meantime, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate all of you and the time you've taken out of your day to watch my video to the very end. And if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, consider subscribing with notifications on, and maybe even consider joining my Patreon where you can see early access content, vote on polls for new videos, and you can even get free stickers. And if you don't feel like supporting me that way, you could instead leave a like and a comment on this video and consider sharing it with your friends. That helps my channel grow and I can keep making content like this for you guys. With all that being said, thank you so much for chilling with me, and I will see you all in the next one.